this handoff and headed to the right. Turning it on! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The give to the back. Not enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Gets rid of it. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get
a shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's talk about Alabama. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence confidence that it builds with your squad, I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Using his legs, it's Young. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Just feeds the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Running behind that left side. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Going for the first down on 4th and 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's going to bring it out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Knight. Grab behind the line, it's Robinson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a man on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to throw it again. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw at Simpson. Pulls it in. It's Hale. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or...
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big throw.
Inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air. It's Knight. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. Touchdown, Tiger. Fit it in the window for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. Grab near the marker, it's Davidson. Out across the 45, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And incomplete on the deep ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Offense at an empty set. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Looking to scramble. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds his man. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back with Mays.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David. And relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're thrown against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On the run, it's Henderson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like,
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you win it at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the 2nd half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The inside handoff. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab on the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Alabama pushing the tempo.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
On the move, he fires. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll leave it with him. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Working on the right. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense's guys in their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
With the catch, it's Henderson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's caught. It's Coleman. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Daniels. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the passing because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a wide open receiver. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive checks.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. They desperate. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in again.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the field.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to so far in this game. You've put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Young. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to...
The offense pops it up. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Caught close to the marker, it's Henderson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The sure hands, it's Davidson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. How about that? Just keeps moving. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
22, water.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. 2 elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Crumstreet. Let's get this thing underway. start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Runs through the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Looks right for a quick completion. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. He makes the grab. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. He'll hand it off. He breaks free. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And looking to throw now on first down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Moves out of the pocket. Oh, he breaks free. On the run, he'll let it go. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Catch is made, but he's out of bounds, so incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25. Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. across midfield. At the 30 now. Past the 10. All the way back for the pick six. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. Pump over the middle. It's Powell. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to throw it on first down. He pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. And he's sacked. The defense got there quickly, but was it too quick? There's a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Using his legs. It's Powell. In the clear at the 25. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
But really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The 25 at second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here in this next play.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, right side, and it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Bulldogs looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And we're able to get him down. The Dogs will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Dogs will look to convert here on fourth down. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. Fourth down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end, and got stopped. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First down here for this offense. Hand off to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they don't block the defensive end, he shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He fires downfield. What a catch! They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He's in the clear. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking for some space. It's Powell. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Dogs.
What a long run so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. And quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the football. End zone ahead. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Carter. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks into the clear.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield near the end zone. The freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. So the special teams penalty improves field position by 15 yards to start the drive. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Alabama.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Great swings at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. At the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score in every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop. Looking deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
PAT is good, makes it a 3-point game, 31-28. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Gets it out quickly to the left side. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Moves out of the pocket. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. Dogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan.
Catch made down inside the 25. Finally tackled down to the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Stop right there at the line, no gain. 2nd down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move now. And the pass rush finally gets home for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's going to take off. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out.
Oh, he knocks it right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. drive to come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. The QB throws his third hook of the day. It's a short return. They bring it down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The gain is 4, so it's second and 6. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage. Not
deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Throwing in the rain can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here, the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there and coming up with that big interception.
Second and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a third and long. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. But a quick stop by the defense. He just cued, so it's third and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Tackle is made, but it's good for a first down to the 47.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Turns it loose downfield. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
Blown coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
Looking for a man. The pocket breaking down. They'll be brought down so they come up empty on that 2-point try. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On 1st down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Looking deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They open the 4th by going to the air. Gets rid of it on the move. Grab near the sticks. It's Carter. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Hey, that's what you're looking for right now as an offense. Nice big chunk play like that. Moving the ball now into plus territory. Keep looking for those big plays downfield and hope to be able to get the ball into the end zone.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a receiver. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone.
They trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense is trying everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. The quarterback will just sneak it now.
Well, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. But
and he scores! Touchdown, Bama! That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Georgia 40, Alabama 35.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Grinding away on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the 2nd half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run, he'll let it go. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, I love a corner who has zero fear and just puts his face in the fan when making a tackle. Touch passes like this are a real test for any defense to show what kind of discipline they have. And this corner identifies the play and it makes a nice play to get that tackle for a loss.
Running out of time in the pocket. swarm for the pass rush. A sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Deep shot toward the end zone. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Using his legs, it's Miles. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Fights off the defender. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Fires quickly to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
I mean, I hate to second guess here, but why in the world with this lead wouldn't you just punt the ball away and allow your defense to ice this football game? This now gives this offense great field position and a chance to really take advantage of it.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a 1st down. Good call on that screen play. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack and a crucial moment.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Pressure is coming. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Looking for the wideout. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The crowd is roaring, trying to help this defense on fourth down. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, it's not over yet, but this fourth down interception is going to cost them critical minutes here at the least here in the fourth quarter.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On the run, it's Miles. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Tailback takes the handoff again. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. That's the kind of matchup you hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.